Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to our series of Know the Sahaba. Our Sahabi today is Zayd bin Thabit. He is Zayd bin Thabit al-Ansari. He was from Medina, that is, of the Ansar. His father Thabit passed away in the civil war of Bu'ath, and he was raised as an orphan. Zayd was a very intelligent man. He accepted Islam at a young age of 11, and he memorized all of the surahs available to him even before the Prophet migrated to Medina. When the Prophet migrated, Zayd's tribe brought him to the Prophet as their champion. He memorized around 15 surahs, and he's literate, which was very rare then. And the Prophet was impressed with this. Because he can read and write, the Prophet asked him to learn the language of the Jews. And Zayd said, I dedicated myself and I mastered it in 2 weeks. So Zayd became the primary secretary of the Prophet. He will write letters and the scribe of the Quran. That is when Allah revealed a verse. The Prophet will call Zayd, and when he comes, the Prophet will say, write this, and he will write it. Zayd did not participate in Badr because he's too young, only 13 years old. But the Prophet allowed him to participate in Uhud. But despite, Zayd was not known as a military man, but rather for knowledge, especially Quran and fiqh, and he's the most knowledgeable in the fiqh of inheritance. And whenever there is a complex inheritance problem, it is referred to Zayd because of his knowledge of arithmetic. Also, he is the one mostly in charge of dividing war booties. Zayd was of those who give fatwas in Mecca and Medina in the reign of the Khulafa, but he was not involved that much in politics. At times, when Umar will leave Medina, he will appoint him in charge of Medina. His greatest legacy is the codification and compilation of Quran. He contributed twice. The first one in the reign of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, and also in the reign of Usman radiallahu anhu. After the Battle of Yamama, many Huffaz were lost. Umar convinced Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu to compile the Quran, and Abu Bakr agreed to it. They all agreed to put Zayd bin Thabit in charge of this task. And Zayd said, it would have been easier for me to move a mountain than to compile the Quran. They pressured him until eventually he agreed, and he was tasked with making the first copy of the Quran in the reign of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Then secondly, during the reign of Usman, when the Quran was codified into the dialect of the Quraysh, Zayd together with Sa'id bin As head the editorial committee, and they produced the Usmanic Mus'haf. Zayd lived in Medina, and he was of the greatest scholars of Medina, and he passed away in the year 45 Hijrah in Medina. And Ibn Abbas said, this is how knowledge goes away, this is how scholars go away. And today, most of knowledge has been buried with Zayd. May Allah give us the knowledge and understanding of the Quran as Zayd, and may Allah unite us in Jannah. Amin ya Hayyu ya Qayyum. Wassalamu alaikum.